Hello, boys and girls. Back today to learn a little bit more about insects, but mostly to review. And then I'm going to read you a fun book on spiders. So today, let's just review what we've learned about insects. This is going to be our very last lesson on insects. And then next week, we're going to move on and we're going to learn about ocean animals. That'll be a lot of fun. So first, let's review how many body parts did an insect have? Okay, say it out loud. You're correct. It had 3 body parts. Let's name them. The head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Good job. How many legs did an insect have? Correct. It had 6 legs. Good job. And it also had what on the top of its head? You're correct. It had antenna. Then we learned about the life cycle of an insect. That life cycle. And what was the big name for that life cycle where it turns from one thing into another? You're right. Metamorphosis. We learned that insects come from eggs. Most of them hatch from eggs, but some are born alive. We learned so many cool things about insects and about their life cycle that it was a lot of fun. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to compare a little bit about an insect and a spider. They have a lot of the things that are the same and some things that are different. A spider, here's a spider right here. We know that a spider does not have 6 legs. How many does it have? You're right, it has 8 legs. So it has how many extra legs? 2 extra legs, so it has 8 legs. So this book, I'm just going to kind of go through it. I'm not going to read every page, but I'm just going to show you some of it. So it starts out, and there's a great picture of a spider right there. And it tells us on this page that spiders are meat eaters, just like a lion or a tiger is. They eat meat. But a lot of people think spiders are scarier than a lion or a tiger. I'm not sure what I think. So there's different kinds of spiders. There's a crab spider that likes to hide on a flower. And then there's jumping spiders that like to be on leaves and they kind of hide among the leaves. The spider can sense that its prey is near. And one of the ways that it senses it is it has hairs on its body, and the hairs actually vibrate. And the vibrations tell them that there is prey near. Now, what is prey? Prey is something that it's going to want to eat. So it wants to see prey, correct? Now, this is a little fact that is kind of funny about spiders. If I were to give you something to eat, like a cupcake, where would you put it? You'd put it in your mouth, right? And what causes you to taste that cupcake? Your tongue, your taste buds on your tongue. Well, did you know that a spider actually can taste things through its feet? Kind of crazy, huh? I thought so. When a spider senses food is near, he pounces on it. Get that food. A spider injects his prey with a thing called venom, and that kills his insect, so that or whatever he decides to eat at that moment, and then he can eat it. Venom is also kind of poisonous. A spider's stomach is in the front part of its body, and then he also has a thorax, and that in the thorax is where the spider's 8 legs are, and guess how many eyes a spider has? 8 eyes. So it sees all around it. That's probably why sometimes they look pretty scary. The back part of a spider is called its abdomen. So it has some of the same body parts that an insect has, correct? And an abdomen, what the abdomen does is it contains its heart, but it also contains the part that causes it to spin a web. Tarantulas are those big hairy spiders. They actually spin silk sheets. It's like a sheet in their dens. Jumping spiders spin silk lines and they move around. These help them find their way and back home again. So they all spin something. Some are a little bit different or look a little bit different, but they're all silky and sticky. If you've ever felt a spider web, it's very sticky. Garden spiders spin sticky silk webs. When an insect gets trapped inside the spider's web, it is more silk the spider can eat it. So when it's stuck in there, then the spider can come back and eat the insect. As a spider grows, it sheds its hard skin. Do you remember the word we used for that? Because an insect did the same thing. If you said molting, you're exactly right. So the skin gets shed, then it's soft, then the skin gets hard again. So it goes through that same kind of a cycle. In fact, they say that a spider skin is so hard that it's like a suit of armor. When a male spider has grown up, he looks for a female. I guess he wants a girlfriend. Just kidding. A jumping spider does a special dance for the female so that she recognizes him. Otherwise, she might think that he's prey and she might eat him. A female spider wraps her eggs in a soft silk case. See down here? That's like her egg sac. Some spiders look after their egg sacs and others just hide them away. Baby spiders, look at that baby spider, look just like adults. And they do the same things that adults do. They actually have spider senses and they're ready to find prey right when they're little, so they can find their own food. So that's just a little bit about spiders. There's so much to learn about spiders. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of types of spiders, and they're very interesting. But that's our last lesson that we're going to do on insects. But I am going to send your parents a website through email that you can get on, and you can learn more and more about insects. It has some good activities to do and some fun stuff that you can work on if you want to. You don't have to. It's just kind of fun for you to do if you want to do it. But one thing that I want to give you a challenge. This is my challenge to you. If we were in class, we would be doing this together, but we're not in class. So I really want you to create out of materials your very own insect. You can use egg cartons, you can use whatever you want. Any recyclable stuff like you've learned from the recycle unit. Anything that you want to use. You can get some construction paper. You can do it however you want to do it. But I'd like for you to create one. I want you to name it. I want you to give it its very own name. I want you to give it a superpower. What can your insect do that's special? I want you to tell me why your insect is so special to you. So then after you create it, I want you to try to write about it. I'd like you to have a sentence naming it, another sentence describing it, another sentence telling me what its superpower is, and then your fourth sentence telling me why your insect is special to you. I know that sounds like a lot, but really, I know you can do it. You guys are getting to be great writers. Take it a little bit at a time. You don't have to finish it in one day. You can work on it for the next 2 weeks. I don't care when you show it to me, but this is one of my favorite things that we do in class, and we're not going to get a chance to do it in class. So if you can, do it for me. Create your own insect. Make it something brand new. Give it 3 body parts. Give it 6 legs. And give it antenna. Other than that, I don't care how you create it. Just make it your own, something that you're proud of. Next week, when we get back together for science, we're going to be starting the ocean. We're going to learn all about sharks and whales and dolphins and octopus and all kinds of fun animal creatures. So until then, work on your insect and have a great Easter. And I will see you again on Monday morning. Love you guys so, so much.